All right, guys, good morning. It's still morning. It's 11. Happy Friday. You guys made it to Friday. You're halfway done with your day. I'm currently in period 3. Let's start with our daily check-ins today. How you guys are doing? David, how are you today? Good. Christian, how are you? Good. Anthony, how are you? Good. Daniel, how are you today? Hey, Brandon, how are you? Hey, Esteban, how are you? Good. Mr. Munoz, how are you today?
I'm well, thank you very much, Ms. B. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Halloween on Monday, do you guys have any plans? Any Halloween parties, any Halloween activities? No. Kristen? No? Everybody, Brandon? Yeah? Who's gonna dress up on Monday? The school? Who else? Nobody else? I think I'm dress up. Brandon? Okay, well, I'm excited to see that possible. So today your warm-up is titled Population Density Review. We're going to be reviewing population density today for our lesson. So you're going to need page 26 in your textbook. So go ahead and open that. Open your textbook to page 26. Then write it and answer the following questions in your journal. You have 2 questions today. Part 1 is simple. Number 1 says write the population density formula. So on page 26, that's where you have the formula. And for part 1, all you're doing is just copying that formula down onto the answer for number 1. After you do that, then move on to number 2. Number 2 says the population size of an unknown country is 2,763,812 people. The area of this unknown country is 10,395 square miles. What is the population density? So part 1 will really help with part 2. Go ahead and copy down the question and then work on your answer. I'll be walking around to see if you guys need any help, and then I'll stamp your work up based on completion. So Esteban, vas a abrir tu libro a la página 26 y vas a copiar la fórmula que está aquí en el número 1, ¿ok? Luego vas a usar esa fórmula para el número 2. Also, update your table of contents for this warm-up, so you guys have everything up to date. You're going to need a calculator. You can use the calculator on your phone or the calculator on your Chromebook. Or number 2. So for number 1, write the population density formula. It's on page 26. It's right here. Look at this. So population density equals the number of individuals divided by the area. This is all you're writing for part 1. And then for part 2, you're using this to find the population density of the country. Okay. Alright, you guys should have the formula written down. You guys should be moving on to number 2 for your calculation. So for number 2, you have the number of individuals, which is the number of people, and you have your area, which is in square miles. You're plugging in both of those numbers into your formula, which is then going to give you the population density. You're dividing. Once you get your answer, you can round to the closest whole number, or you can just write the number you get before your decimal point. You don't have to write any decimal points for the. I'll just divide it in the. Number of individuals divided by the area, there's a population that's number 2, It says the population size of an country is 2,762,812. The area of this country is 10,395 square miles. And it's asking you to find the population density. So you would write your number of individuals here, the number of people, divided by the area. You have both numbers in number 2. Okay. So I'm writing the number of individuals first. Good. Yeah. Yeah, just do on your combo. So calculator on there, because since the numbers are big, they won't fit on the little calculators. That makes sense. ¿Vas a dividir este número por este? All right, guys, let's go over our warm up. Okay, so number one says write the population density formula. So we found that on page 26. Christian, what is the population density formula? What did you write? Divided by?
Area.
Yeah. Good, thank you. So your area is always going to be squared, whether it's miles, whether it's meters, it will always be squared. Moving on to number two, the population size of an unknown country is 2,763,812. The area of this unknown country is 10,395 square miles. What is the population density? So first, what? I'm dividing my population size by what? What is my area in number two? David, what's my area? So once you divided that, what did you get? Good. So all of you guys did have 265 as your population density for number two. Good job. All of you guys got a 71. Okay, so moving forward, you guys have closed your journals. Let's look at this slide here. Remember, we did an assignment on classification of population densities. We classified countries either high, low, or middle based on their densities. So this right here is a picture of New York City. So New York City is very populated, it has a lot of people, a lot of businesses, a lot of restaurants, stores, anything you can think of, you can probably find in New York City. This right here on the right is a suburb. A suburb is an area where it's basically used just for where people live. There isn't a lot of businesses, there isn't a lot of anything. Yeah, it's very calm, very, very calm. It's just residential areas. Okay, so what would you guys categorize these two areas? Which one would be high, which one would be low, which one would be middle, if there's a middle? What do you guys think? What would New York City be? High population density, correct. And the suburbs? Low. Because only people live there, there isn't a lot of businesses. If you guys had to pick between New York City and the suburbs, where would you live? Suburbs? Like, compared to the suburbs? Christian, where would you live? New York City or the suburbs? The suburbs? Anthony? Where would you live? Suburbs too? Nobody likes crowded cities, rats falling everywhere. No? Daniel, where would you live? The suburbs? Esteban, ¿dónde vivirías? ¿En la ciudad de Nueva York o en esta área donde es más calmado? Donde no hay tanto, no está pasando tanto. ¿En este? ¿También? Everyone would live in the suburbs? Wow. I would live in here. If I could, it's really expensive. Yeah. The apartments are tiny. Okay, good job, guys. So now we're gonna continue with population density, but before we do, we're gonna go over three terms, okay? The three terms I'm sure you guys have heard before, maybe in your math class, maybe somewhere else, but the three terms are divisor, dividend, and quotient. Have you guys heard those words before? Okay, we're gonna go over them. Sure you guys know. We're gonna review them. So population density, going back to that. So our formula that we went over in our warm-up population density equals our population size over our area. So let me guys write that down for number one. And this is a formula we are going to be using today for our assignment. So this is what I was talking about, okay? Population density is the answer we get once we use that formula. That's our quotient, okay? The population size is the number you are dividing, is our dividend. And our area, which is the number we are dividing by, is our divisor, okay? So before we move on, we're going to discuss what our learning objective is. Basically, what a learning objective is what you are going to accomplish by the end of the lesson. So what you're going to be able to do after the finish. So the objective says, I will be able to divide the population size by the population density for a specified place and group. So basically, you're going to be able to use the population density formula to calculate the population density of any place that you know the number of people that live there and the area. Okay. We are going to use a strategy called I do, we do, you do. Have you guys heard that? Okay. So basically what that means is the I do part, I'm gonna show you how to use population density first. Okay. So I'm gonna show you an example that I have. And then the we do part, we're gonna do one together. So you guys are gonna help me figure out how to solve the population density for another given place. Another given place. So after we do the we do, we're going to do the you part. The you part is where you guys do it by yourself. So either you're going to do the you by yourself or with your partner, however you like. Okay, so for the I do part, let's just all you have to do for this is just look up here, okay? I'm gonna do an example for you guys with the population density formula. Can all of you guys see this? So for this example, I have population size of 65,195. This is my population size. My area is 8,945. So once I divide these two numbers, my population size by my area, I get my quotient, which is my answer, my population density. When I divide that, I get 7.366666. You don't have to write anything after the decimal point. Okay, so for this one, this is 7 will be okay. If you want to round, also round. So now I am going to pass out your assignment. Once you get it, all you have to do is write your name. Okay? Write your name and the date. Today is October 28th. So 10/28/22. So name and date. And then we'll go over the directions together. So this was the example I did right now. So 65,895, which is my population size, divided by 8,945 square miles, which gave you a population density of 7. All of you guys have your name in it now? Yeah, okay. Let's look at the directions. David, can you read the first sentence, please, of the directions?
Corrections.
Yes.
Population density formula, population density total number of additional area, find the population density for following properties.
Okay. So, yes, use the population density formula, which is the total number of individuals divided by your area to find the population density for the following problems. You have 6 problems on here, okay? The next sentence says, you must show your work to receive full credit, okay? I don't wanna see just your answer on there. Make sure you use that formula. Like did in your warm up that we have up here to write your population size divided by your area to then give you your answer for the density. So let's do number 1 together. Okay, Brandon, can you read number 1? Please?
Denmark is a
Scandinavian?
the population of Denmark is 5,616,816 people. The area of Denmark is 60,500 square miles, that is the population density.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, so for this one, what would be my first step? What would I need to identify? The people, the population size, very good. And then what's the next thing I need to identify?
The area.
The area, so what's my area? David? Good, perfect. Okay, and what are we finding? The density, perfect. Okay, so for Denmark, my population size, Brendan told us, is 5,822,863. Our area, David told us, is 60,584 square miles. So now we're finding the population density. Okay, so our top number, which is our population size, is our dividend, okay? The bottom number, our area, is our divisor, because that's what we are dividing by. The answer, which is my population density, is also known as the quotient, okay? So since we did number 1 together, you flip your assignment to the back side. So everybody go ahead and flip it. You have a chart on the back, okay? So for Denmark, you can already fill in all of these. So the population would be what? The 5 million number. You would write that here where it says population, okay? Where it says area, you would write 16,584. So you guys can write that in now. Write that in now, and then for your population density would be what? 351. So those are the 3 columns you're filling in for this chart, okay? So by the end, once you get to number 6, you should have all of these filled out. But the problem gives you the population size and the area. So the first 2 columns you can already fill out without knowing the population density. So go ahead, I'm gonna walk around to make sure all of you guys fill in the first row of the chart. Population is the top number. You see the one that's supposed to be 5 million, yeah. The area is the bottom number, the 16,584, and your population density is a 351. Okay, so go ahead and fill that out. If someone can see that. Population, that's the real, but the second one is simple. Área, ese número que estaba por el 16. Hasta aquí. Y el 351 lo vas a poner aquí. Okay, now we got to the you do part. So what that means is that you guys are going to work independently or with your partner to solve problems 2 through 6. So you're going to finish this assignment, okay? and then fill in the chart on the back. So I will be walking around to see if you guys need any help. So make sure you show your work, okay? Use that formula to show how you got your population density. Once you guys are finished, we will go over the answers together, and then we are going to play a game of Kahoots. Are you guys get Kahoot? Okay, so that's why I wanted you guys to have your Chromebooks ready, because in about 10-15 minutes, once you guys are finished, we're gonna go over them together and then we'll get started. Use your Chromebook or your phone for your calculator. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and raise your hand and I'll come to you. Let's turn back to. Okay, so for number one, you're just writing this one. This right here. So this number divided by this number gives you 351. So that's for number one. This statement. Okay, it's like, so. I don't know if it's conceptual or what is it? Sustainable thought. Yeah, so if you guys want to start by filling in the first two columns of the chart, you guys can start that way, or you can fill it in at the end. Good, like that. But then that's when you would do number two as well. So for number two, it says Germany is a country located in Central Europe and has the second largest population in all of Europe. The population of Germany is this, 83 million. Yeah, so you divide the 83 million by the 138,000. So write it just like this. We wrote this one, the same format. Problem. Up until you get to number 62. Okay, all right, and then you can use the calculator later. Remember, once you get your answer, you don't have to write anything after the decimal point. You can round your number to the nearest whole number, or you can just write exactly what your calculator gave you before the decimals. Okay. About 2 to 3 more minutes, guys. Then we'll go over all the answers together. Okay. All right, guys, it seems like most of us are done. All. Let's go over the answers. Since there's 5 of you in here, there's 5 questions that you go over. Each of you, I'm gonna ask each of you to give me an answer for a specific country, okay? So, David, we'll start with you. So for Germany, what was your population size?
Population, so. The population density,
You can look at the chart on the back. So this is your population size, your area, and your density. So what was your population size for Germany?
3.1.
So 83,190,556. What was your area?
Area, 3,000.
Good. So what was your population density for Germany?
600.
Perfect. Did everybody get 602 for Germany? Yeah. Brandon, number 3, for Mexico, what was your population size? Your size. How many people were there? Perfect. What was your area? Perfect, and your population density for Mexico? Perfect. Esteban, el número 4 te va a tocar aquí, ¿ok? So, para el número 4, sí, te lo puedes. So, para este. So, dividiste este número por este número y ¿qué te dio? So, for Thailand, 353. Do all of you guys have 353 for Thailand? Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry, for Mexico, I didn't ask, you guys all have 171 for Mexico as well? Thailand, is 353. Yeah. Okay, now looking at number 5, Italy. Anthony, what was your population size? How many people were in, how many people live in Italy? Perfect. What was your area for Italy? Perfect. And your population density for Italy as well? 518, does everybody have 518 for Italy too? Perfect. And then, last but not least, for Greece, what was your population size? How many people live in Greece? 10 million? 10 million? Perfect. What was your area for Greece? Perfect. And what was your population density for Greece? 200. Perfect. Did all of you guys get 204 for Greece? Okay. Now that we reviewed our answers, let's go to kahoot.com. Now you need your Chromebooks. So get out your Chromebooks and go to kahoot.com. I'm gonna look it up. You can just keep it on your. And then I will give you the game in login to it. So first is going to kahoot.com. Yes, got it. Are all of you guys there? Okay, I'm going to write the game in up here. Once you guys log into the game, just put your first name. Put your name. Hold on. So the pin is 036 18667. 036 18667. Okay, I'll look it up. You can just keep it on your desk. Did I let you guys log in? Don't start yet, let's log in. One second. Okay. Okay. So since we all have the answers, it should be easy to do this. So what is the population size in Denmark? For that one is 351. Let's go on to the next one. Number two, I'm gonna ask you what the population density for Germany is. It's gonna go in order all the way down to number 6. So for Germany, it's 602. As I said, that's just this. But let's do this. Number 3 for Mexico, 171. Number 4 for China, it is 353 for the population density. Number 5 is Italy. For Italy, the population density is 518. And the last one for Greece, our population density is 204. Should we go ahead and- Right. So I'll be nice and creative. Good job. Okay. Not only finish our conclusion, we finish reviewing our answers. And we work on dividing our population size by our population area. Let's revisit our learning objectives again. Brandon, can you read it first, please?
I will be able to provide the customer side by the population density for the.
Yeah. Okay, so now we went over the learning objective again. So again, that was just what we were going to accomplish by the end of this lesson. So now I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what was one thing you guys learned or one thing you guys liked about the lesson. Any feedback? What thing you didn't like? Anything you want to say? Maybe I'll start with you.
Well, I suppose I would use vision. But the population. Square miles.
Really good. Divided. Yeah, that was good. That was cool. Consider population density, dividing those two numbers. Brandon, what was one thing you liked? One thing you learned? What you didn't like? Anything you want to say? Yep. And Sarah, anything? There you go. Okay. Okay, so that was our lesson for today. Thank you guys did great, good job. Now I'm just gonna collect the assignment. You can. You don't need our books or our journals anymore or our computers. Like just have the assignment on your desk, ready for me, and then I'll just pick it up.